The Carolina Panthers are going to be a good team this season. Craig and I keep talking about it. They've got the quarterback, got the coach, and they've got another player that's going to benefit big time from this transition of staff and what the Carolina Panthers want to do this season. If you're new to the channel, we make videos for teams that don't get the love nationally like they should. Carolina Panthers being one of them. We are Detroit Lions fans, so we know all about it. I even got my hat on here with a little Carolina blue in it. Before we start the video, let me know your favorite all-time Carolina Panthers player. Is it Steve Smith? Is it Julius Peppers? I mean, give me somebody a little bit sneakier, though, like not the obvious guys. Somebody that you loved, and maybe that's why you started watching Carolina Panthers. And then something else about Craig and I, you can see it here, Vertical Man. That means we get our peace, joy, love, and hope from upstairs. Love it. So if you're new, haven't subscribed, make sure you do. Here's the guy I'm talking about. Look at this depth chart, and you'll see you got the quarterback, got a running back, you've got Adam Thielen, you've got some veteran guys, Chuba Hubbard, but Raheem Blackshear is going to be a big part of what the Panthers are doing. Now he's fighting with Spencer Brown to make the team as the third running back, but Miles Sanders is kind of he's not your he is an every down back, but you know what I'm saying? Like he's a guy that you'd like to bring in a little bit. You wouldn't like him to carry the load the whole game. Chuba Hubbard's going to be good, but Raheem Blackshear is a really interesting player that I really like. So some observations from Cat Crave, Carolina Panther roster spot steals emerge, and Blackshear is a guy that's battling reps with Spencer Brown. The second-year running back carried the ball 8 times for 31 yards, and the Panthers' first touchdown in preseason play, displaying great ball carrier vision and explosiveness. I remember Blackshear I just remember his last name, but he was at Rutgers in the Big Ten, transfers. I don't know where he ends up going, but if you look at his story and kind of why he fits so well is because he goes to the Buffalo Bills undrafted. He gets waived there, signed by the Carolina Panthers. He signs he scores a touchdown against Cincinnati Bengals last year, kind of right on the fringe of the roster the whole time. But here's why he's going to be successful, and I think he could be a big part. New offensive coordinator Thomas Brown comes from the LA Rams, right, where they just wanted to run the ball. They ran the ball really well, kind of from that spread, gets pass heavy with Matt Stafford, but they were really successful running the ball. And so Los Angeles was one of 6 teams with 2 running backs to rush over 680 yards, with Sonny Michel and Darrell Henderson on the ground. So he doesn't, one of those guys could have been, kind of the bell cow, but he likes to split them up. So you're going to have an opportunity for the Carolina Panthers to either have Miles, one of these guys is going to get banged up this year, right? It's the running back position. So you got to have who's that 4-string running back. So I think both of these guys are going to end up either making the team or practice squad and get called up. So Raheem Blackshear is a guy that is steadily climbing the depth chart. He's going to be right there with Spencer Brown. And then when this new offense, and the Carolina Panthers were good at running the ball last year. Detroit Lions fans, we know all about it. Late in the season, we go down there. It's December. We've been on a winning streak. We've been doing really well, dominant. Really, I could say dominant. I'm not usually saying that about the Lions, but just dominant coming into that Carolina Panthers game. And the Carolina Panthers run over the Lions. Good running back play, good offensive line play, and it was just very difficult to do anything. Still have the good offensive line. Now you have a quarterback and veteran receivers, and you've got not better, but just as good running backs. But you've got an offensive coordinator that likes to run the ball, wants to establish the run. It's going to be easy to do with the Carolina Panthers because you already have been running the ball. So last year, so this team is going to do that. They're going to start with the run, and then they're going to go to Bryce Young, Adam Thielen, DJ Chark. It's going to start with running the ball, play good defense. That's just where the Carolina Panthers are, especially to start the season. When you have a rookie quarterback, and this is the good thing too, right? This is play football the way football should be played. Run the ball, stop the run, hit the shots when you can. When you get in the strike zone area, that's a big one. Watch for that this year. I've noticed it a lot more in last couple of years, especially with the Detroit Lions, Ben Johnson. Anytime you get in between the 40s, instead of chugging your way down there and trying to like score, I mean, obviously you're going to take your way down if you can, but you take shots around midfield. Take a shot. And you've got DJ Chark, who's fast and a good player. The Lions, we just didn't have enough room for him in the wide receiver room, but he's a really good player. So the Carolina Panthers are going to do exactly what you're supposed to do. And you're going to do that because you've got a young quarterback, you've got a solid defense, you've got a good run game, you've got a smart NFL coach. You don't have Urban Meyer as your coach or Matt Rule. Like, come on, get out of here. You got really good professional coaches that are going to try to just play the game right, keep the game close, keep it manageable, and you're looking for that turnover late in the game. You're looking for something funny because you're just not good enough at this point just to start the season in a position where you're going to be able to throw the ball all over, try to get weird. It's like, let's keep the game manageable. Let's do that by running the football. And Blackshear is a player that can absolutely do that for you. So if I look up at Blackshear, I want to say he went to he went to Rutgers, and then around COVID stuff, he transferred to Virginia Tech. But Rutgers, I mean, has been terrible. So, but he was their one like guy that stood out a little bit was Blackshear. Then he goes to Virginia Tech. Again, it was COVID. It was weird, and he goes undrafted. But this guy's got a decent speed. He's 5'10", 190 pounds, so he's short, compact guy that I like him, and I've seen him play again at Rutgers on a terrible team. They had nobody, and he was the only guy able to do something. So keep an eye on Blackshear. Just keep an eye. We're just keeping an eye in general on the Carolina Panthers because you're in a manageable division. That's the whole thing. Who cares? Seriously, if you're not like a top 4 team in the NFC or whatever, you are in a manageable division. All you gotta do is win your division, home playoff game. I mean, you're in the play, right? It's just crazy. So the way the NFL's set up, if you're in a manageable division, life can be pretty good. So again, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know who your favorite all-time Carolina Panthers player is. And man, Jake Delhomme. Wow. What a player he was. He was an animal. Seriously. He looked like a dork. Looked like a doof, but he looked like an accountant. But he was just like this great. Not that accountants are doofuses, but you know what I'm saying. He didn't look like an NFL player, really. But then he's just out there battling, taking to the Super Bowls. You're like, what is going on? So loved him. Also loved. I said Steve Smith. I mean, that's easy. Julius Peppers was just a beast. Oh my goodness. I've never seen just like a dude that stood out in the NFL, like Reggie White, or there's a couple that just like Lawrence Taylor that stand out around a bunch of other professional athletes. Like, that's just crazy. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, and we'll see all of you on